I keep telling men that too much of everything is bad. And you know, as a man, if you ejaculate, it contains 400 million cells. So if a man just walk into a room with a lady right now, and then they have sexual intercourse, that man is bringing out 400 million cells.
Yeah.
Now, if the gland is overused, the possibility that it will cause prostate cancer is high. So under normal circumstances,
so after doing it the first time, he can't go another round. Is that
he can go another round? But what we are saying is that at least in a week, do twice in a week. It's okay. Don't kill yourself. Now, if we are looking at the 400 million cells, if we want to quantify it into volumes, you are bringing out 1 pint of blood. That's what you're bringing out as a man. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So, if a man goes into a room with a woman and brings out 1 pint of blood today, tomorrow you bring 1 pint of blood, the next day you bring 1 pint of blood, how would you survive?
Yeah.
You know, so this is something that men should really pay attention to. As you eat and do all the things you have to do as a man, one of the places that you should pay attention to is your prostate gland, because that makes you a man. You know, and you wouldn't want to have prostate enlargement where you have to insert a catheter before you can urinate. You know, you wouldn't want to go through the knife to go for a surgery and all that. So basically, prostate gland will occur when the cells over multiply. Sometimes some of the men who sit for a long time, sometimes they have issues like that, and then for a long time. And then men who overuse, should I say abuse sex, some also have. I know a lot of men out there are going to but it's the truth, you know. I mean, I've seen some men who want to have sex like every day. Why? Why do you want to do that every day? So doc is saying at least twice. And twice you see, or is that at most? You see, twice a week is fine. It's fine. Or with the wakwabro, so 3 times a week, it's fine. Don't overdo. You see, you need your strength. I always say that the woman is at the receiving side. So even if I have to lie down for you to do 100 times, that's beautiful. I'll feel all the feeling. But you will be at the loose end because you are bringing out a pint of blood each time you have an intercourse. And we are talking about 400 million cells. So you are talking about 400 million babies coming out of you within that few minutes. You see? And yeah. So men should, you see, the reason why you find out that some men, even at 40 years, they become so weak. You know, you know, they become weak easily by 50 years. You know, that kind of thing. This is the cause. So most men should be able to slow down when it comes to these things and then pay attention to their prostate gland. You know, formerly we have older men to have prostate issues. Now even the younger ones are having it. You know, I have diagnosed a 30-year-old guy, 21 year, you know, 21. All these people having prostate because some will masturbate and do all the co-mininis. You know, you are overusing the machine. Let it rest. So it's not even just about having lots of sex. It's not just masturbation also counts. It will affect you. You know, it will affect you.
Let's talk about the favorite preventative practice for men for prostate cancer.
And what is that?
Sex.
There you go.
Best item we ever ran in this. Men across the country cutting it out. The more you ejaculate, the lower your risk of prostate cancer. On refrigerators across the country, nightstands, you name it. What's the truth?
The truth is that there is some truth to that based on a huge study, a lot of puns in this conversation. Let's excuse them all now. The huge study looking at over 30,000 men for about 10 years, published about a year ago, showing that men that ejaculate at least 21 times a month, 21. average, and they started studying men. The male group were from the age of, between the ages of 29 to the ages of to their late 60s. Average 21 times a month had a lower risk of not only prostate cancer, but even the more aggressive type of prostate cancer. So 21 times a month, what do you do with that information? Well, clearly you know what to do with that information. But what if your partner is not into it? You have the type of partner there's no way they're gonna,
21's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. So and they didn't differentiate with partner.
Right.
They didn't differentiate with partners, more than one, and they didn't differentiate with those that just took matters literally into their own hands and masturbated. Right. It was just
it's
ejaculating.
just the use of the plumbing.
Right. 21 times a month. So still a lot. Still a lot. Although some men would argue against that.
Depends on your age. Depends on your proclivities.
On a lot of things. But that's what the studies show, with no clear indication as to why that is. And some theories include that about 70% of the semen is produced in the prostate. So if you don't let that out, it kind of clogs up the pipes, if you will. There's also antimicrobial properties in semen and sperm. So when a man ejaculate, they're literally cleaning out the pipes as they ejaculate or when they ejaculate. There's all those other factors that are probably the reason why. But I'm just the messenger.
All right. It's a good message to say. All right. Probably the best video we've ever done. Men, get on it.
Literally.
Get on it.
All right.
Thanks, Dr. Gio.
You're welcome.